Willie D Live.
I'll give you a better example than Beyonce. When LeBron came into the NBA, you know what I'm saying? And he started off in Cleveland, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody became Cleveland fans, right? This nigga moves to Miami. Motherfucker, now you Miami Heat fans. I thought you was a Cleveland fan. Oh no, I ain't a Cleveland. I'm a LeBron fan. Right. Now the nigga move over there he go back to Cleveland. Now you're a Cleveland fan, right? Now he's in LA. Now you a Lakers fan. They sheep. They wherever LeBron go, that's where they gonna go. If he go to New York, they're gonna be New York fans. So I can't really blame the sheep. You know what I'm saying? It got to be the artist to have integrity to be like, yo, I'm not copying that person style. I'm not copying their cadence. I'm not copying their flow. I'm going to do me. You know what I'm saying? Like the Clips new album. I love it because they still be in the Clips.
And they killing it. I'm like, I was checking it out yesterday.
Right.
Man. Them boys.
Now imagine Pusha T start putting auto-tune on his voice.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? We'll be like, what? Yeah. You get what I'm saying? You know, imagine Jay-Z putting auto-tune on his voice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then he did it for one time. And the remix I put on For My City with Young Jeezy. He like, yo, give me a little T-Pain effect. But then he come out with Death for auto-tune. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z he does that too. He will copy whatever the coach is doing. This is why we don't get no albums from him right now, because he's not inspired. He ain't got nobody to steal from. He don't have the state property dudes around him to steal from. He ain't got a bunch of people to steal from. So this is why we can't get no music from him, because he's not inspired.
I ain't buying that, Chuck. I'm not buying that, man.
You just seen Nas put out The King's Disease, a trilogy, and got a Grammy 20 years, 30 years past his career. Nas never got a Grammy before. He put out that King's Disease album. It was phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? They say hip-hop is a young man's game. No, it ain't. Because hip-hop is still young. You know what I'm saying? It's 50 years old right now, so they say, right? But you can still see Guns N' Roses and all these other guys still touring. You know, the niggas ain't say rock and roll is a young man's a young man's game, because you had young rock dudes come in like, I can't even think of them any names right now, but they came in and they doing rock music, right? And it's not, and the old guys are still touring, making music. Just like now, people are starting to realize, oh, wait a minute. It's not a young man's game. You know what I'm saying? And now you got, you know, the artists, Slick Rick just put out an album. P.E. just put out an album. Because they all looking at Nas like Nas woke them up. Yo, we ain't got to start rapping. Why y'all niggas quit? You think I want to listen to the young thugs and these guys? I can't relate to what they talking about.
I'll tell you why they quit. For the same reason I did. Ain't no money in it. And this is what I mean. It takes a lot of money to make these records. You know, not as much as it used to when we first coming up.
Right.
But it still takes money to make these records. It takes producers to, if you're not self-contained where you produce and write yourself, then it takes money to hire producers to come in and produce your album, you know, for a reasonable rate, right?
Right.
And that's all relative, right? So that producer, especially if he's a capable producer, right, he can go anywhere and write his own ticket. He can make, you know, upwards of $500,000 for one track. Mm-hmm. So for that producer to want to work with you, he has to truly, truly be inspired by you. It has to be a labor of love for him to want to to work with you, right, even if you are a legend in the game. Because at the end of the day, the 40-something and the 50-something and the 60-something years old, we do not buy records. We talk a lot of shit is what we do. Mm-hmm. But we do not buy the records and we do not go to the concerts. This is why the first week of sales for Snoop and Drake who is arguably the greatest to ever do it in their divisions, right? This is why they only sold 26,000 records the first week. I believe that's what the numbers came back at.
You saw the Missionary album.
That the most recent album that they put out,
Yeah,
they said it sold 26,000 the first week. These are the best to ever do it. So if they're struggling to get sales, to get to 50,000 or 100,000 sales, you know, what does that say about the rest of us?